The majority of individuals approach life from a challenging vantage point. They are so preoccupied with what the heart feels that they haven't even gotten around to discussing what the intellect thinks. The majority of people are controlled by their feelings. They are having a challenging time engaging in a battle in their heads. If you are having an emotional experience while engaging in a head-on conflict, you will never emerge victorious. The true decisions that will propel your life forward are not those that are driven by your feelings. Rather, they are those that are driven by your mind. Your thoughts, not your emotions, should guide you in pursuing the real chances that God has for you to take advantage of. There are a great number of people who are not very concrete, and they simply go through the motions of living each day based on their feelings. I'm not sure, but I just don't have it in me today. And every time you say anything like that, you miss out on possibilities. A person who does not operate out of their brain is a person who does not have any form of internal governance. Because you will lose everything God has given you if you make decisions based on how you feel. It is impossible for an emotionally unstable person to take advantage of the bigger opportunities that life has to offer. According to the first chapter of the book of Corinthians in the Bible, we are unspiritual when we are under the sway of ordinary desires. The majority of people in today's world simply allow their emotions to direct the course of their lives. If they have the desire to become upset, then you can consider them upset. When they have the want to be rude to someone, they just go ahead and are rude to them. Since they have a propensity to be lazy, they actually are lazy. They have the urge to be depressed, and when they give in to that need, they behave in a depressed manner. But, friends, we can't just give in to these emotional urges and expect to have any kind of success in our lives. And you can rest assured that during your life, you will have plenty of opportunities to try new things. In order to let your anger get the best of you and say things you later come to regret, you are going to wake up some mornings with the urge to be unhappy, feel like going around in a foul mood, and at times you will get caught in traffic and feel the urge to be impatient. The feelings are always going to be there, but we have to learn how to follow wisdom and act in a way that is consistent with what we already know to be correct, rather than simply following our instincts wherever they lead. I overheard someone say, "I can feel my emotions rising, but I've decided not to join in on the discussion since I've already made up my mind." That's an interesting way to think about things. There's no obligation to participate just because you're able to identify with those feelings. That doesn't mean you have to act on them. To behave ethically and responsibly is what it means to be disciplined. Do not get on board when somebody offends you and you feel like harboring a grudge when you have the need to do something wrong, when you have the urge to say something that you shouldn't say, and when you have the urge to say something that you shouldn't say. Instead, practice self-control over that emotion and make an effort to forgive others. I mean, how many times have we let our feelings get the best of us and said something that we knew we shouldn't say, just to have it damage us later on in that relationship because of what we said? How many people in today's society give in to their feelings and become involved in a relationship with someone else outside of their marriage, which, as a result, causes the entire family to become estranged? In the book of Hebrews, chapter 12, verse 11, it is written that no discipline at the present is pleasant, but later on it is going to bring you a crop of excellent things, and that we need to be more concerned about later on than we are about feeling good right now. If you spend your life on such a superficial level, always giving in to your baser instincts and allowing your flesh have its way, I can tell you now that in the future you are going to have some significant regrets. This is because the seeds we plant today will determine what we harvest in the future. If you give yourself permission to just walk around being angry, impatient, and stressed out, sooner or later it is going to catch up to you, and it is going to have an effect on your health. If you have no morals left and you simply do whatever you want, it could give you some pleasure at the time, but in the long run, it will cost you a very high price. If you have no morals left, You just do anything you want. I can assure you that if you had a problem with your temper 10 years ago, and you still have the same exact problem today, it is preventing you from experiencing the finest that God has to offer you. If you were impatient and easily upset 5 years ago, and you're still at the same place today, then that is keeping God from increasing you. If you would just do your part and grow up a little bit and quit being ruled by your feelings and quit acting on these emotional impulses, then God will increase you if you will. If you are willing to put up the effort, then the Lord will begin to increase you. Your mind is composed of two distinct halves, the positive and the negative, the good and the bad. On any other platform, it will not work properly. Either it is constructive and beneficial, or it is destructive and harmful. Even if each side of your brain contains millions of factory workers, you still have 1 million factory workers on the positive side of your brain and 1 million factory workers on the negative side of your brain. You are in charge of the fact that we, who are guessing what you are, believe that you are unable to create a world, yet you are able to create your own world. Now that we've established that your brain is divided into, allow me to explain how the process works. You get up when the sun comes up, and you think to yourself, "This morning I just don't feel like myself at all. Man, I must have gotten out of bed on the wrong side. I have to force myself to get up in the morning." When his mind hears that he steps to the front, he responds with the question, "What did you say?" "You said I stated that I awoke on the wrong side of the unfortunate day. I'm not myself. Morning is not my favorite time of day." He will tell you that you got it straight away. He said the boss has just woken up and admitted that he is not a morning person. Today is not going well for him, and he just doesn't appear to be himself. Let's get to work. The 1 million people working in the plant immediately begin to think of reasons to explain what you have just said. On the other hand, you may remark to yourself when you first woke up in the morning, "It looks like today is going to be a wonderful day. I had high hopes that today will bring me some pretty wonderful news." He said, "What did you say?" "I said today is turning out to be a fantastic day for me. I have high hopes that today will bring something wonderful. The creation of amazing things can have a bright side, and here is it." That is how your mind operates around the clock. It does not switch off at any point. You can alter yourself if you change your attitude. That's all for today, guys. If you found value in this video, don't forget to smash the like and subscribe button to get more dope content like this. Till next time.